So today we are going to do a little Kundalini inspired routine that works on our thyroid gland. Our thyroid gland is one of our master glands, and in Kundalini we say it's associated with youth, mood and beauty. And so obviously hyper or hypothyroidism is when the balance is disrupted. So it's very important to work on our thyroid. So find a comfortable place to sit. If you're sat on cushions or whatever, just grab your butt cheeks, pull them back so your pelvis is tilted forward slightly so you can sit up nice and tall so you're not slouched. So if you're a bit stiff like me, you can sit on a cushion or a bolster or sit on a chair if it's really not comfortable sitting on the floor, because you want to be able to sit up nice and tall without being hunched or without slouching over. Sitting up nice and tall, just with your left hand, bring your thumb and index finger together. Rest that hand on your knee or thigh. With the right hand, just fold your first two fingers in, so your peace fingers, fold them in, and just block the right side of your nose. We're going to start off with something called alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to breathe in through your left nostril. Then you're going to switch and breathe out through the right nostril. And continue for a few breaths, breathing in through the left. And breathing out through the right. Breathing as deeply as you can. So this helps to balance out the right and left hemispheres of the brain. It also helps to balance out our nervous system and our whole body system. So if you're feeling a bit stressed, or if you're feeling tired and need an energy boost, alternate nostril breathing is absolutely epic for that. So breathing in as deeply as you can, your belly relax, breathe in, feel your rib cage expand, your chest rise. Breathing out fully and completely through the right side. Now one side might feel like it's stuffed with cotton wool, and this will change every 90 minutes. So full deep breath in through the left. And breathing all the way out through the right. And as you breathe out, keep breathing out until you feel your tummy muscles tighten. So you want to squeeze every last drop of breath out. Then relax the belly as you breathe in again. And breathing all the way out through the right side. And release the hand for a second. Take a nice deep breath in through both nostrils. Hold the breath, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then breathe out. And keep breathing out till you feel your tummy muscles tighten. Keep breathing out, and hold the breath out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. This time we're going to breathe in through the right side. So breathe in deeply through the right nostril. And switch and breathe out through the left. Yeah, breathing as deeply as you can. As you breathe out, keep breathing out till you feel your tummy muscles tighten. And relax the belly as you breathe in through the right. Switch and breathe out through the left. Take 2 more breaths like that. So if you want more energy, breathing in through the right nostril is associated with our sun energy. And before you go to bed at night, you can start by breathing in through your left and out through your right. But if you just want to come into a state of balance, you can switch. Do one more here. Breathe in through the right nostril. And out through the left. You're going to release your hands, take a deep breath in. Hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then breathe all the way out. And keep breathing out till you feel your tummy muscles tighten. And hold the breath out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe. I'm going to do a couple of little Kundalini Kriyas. So Kriyas are like just exercises. They can be seen as like a moving meditation. You're going to bring your hands, still keeping your hands in Gyan Mudra, onto your shoulders. You're going to inhale as you turn to your left and exhale as you turn to the right, opening the arms out wide. So we inhale left, touch your fingertips to the shoulders, exhale to the right, breathing in and out through the nose. And if you can, you go a little bit quicker. So this helps to activate our throat center, our throat chakra, and stimulates the thyroid, and also helps to realign the neck. If you need to go a little bit slower, you can do. You can close your eyes, turn your eye gaze in and up towards your third eye point. So the breath is in and out through the nose, but make it a strong breath. So if someone were across the other side of the room, they should be able to hear you, like you're trying to sniff or blow your nose. Draw your shoulder blades in towards the back of your heart. And even if your arms start to fatigue, remind yourself that your mind is stronger than your muscles. And sometimes we have to push through a little discomfort to get where we want to go. Four, 3, 2, 1. Now relax the arms down. Now just clasp your hands. Bring your hands underneath your chin, elbows out to the sides of your head. Is just resting on your chin. As you breathe in, press the elbows together so the chin lifts up. As you breathe out, open your elbows out. So breathe in, press the elbows together. Breathe out as you come back to center. So again, we're stretching out the neck, working on our throat chakra, and stimulating our thyroid gland. You know, a lot of people seem to think that their metabolism slows down as they get older, but often it's because we slow down. If you think about it, you're probably not as active in your 40s and 50s as you were in your 20s. And we carry on eating the same as we used to, but not doing as much as we used to. And then people wonder why they gain weight. Also, our body's needs change as we age. As I said, if we're still eating the same things, and maybe our body can't tolerate them anymore, then we're likely to gain weight. Just a couple more. And this also helps to realign the neck. And now breathe, hold the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Relax the arms down. Just rest the hands, palms upwards on your thighs. And from here, we're just going to inhale, shrug the shoulders, squeeze as tight as you can. Exhale, drop them down. Now squeeze, really squeeze, tightly, tightly, tightly. Exhale, drop. In and out. In and out. You can rest your hands on your thighs if that's easier for you. And really squeeze as tightly as you can. And the breath is light, like sniffing, and your mind, your ego might start chatting away saying, oh, but my shoulders are starting to hurt, Donna. Breathe through it and you'll get an energy release afterwards. You'll release more tension afterwards. And alternate. See if you can speed it up a little bit. So we're almost doing a slowish variation of breath of fire, which also builds heat in the body. Those shoulders. I know you can feel the heat in your neck and your shoulders. Keep going. Another 10 seconds. And now squeeze as tight as you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release, relax. Feel that warmth, that energy around your neck, your shoulders. And keep your spine nice and upright. Just draw your belly button in slightly. Drop your chin towards your chest. And from here, just gently rolling the head side to side, as if you're bringing your ears towards your shoulders. Now this is a very good, simple exercise to release tension in our neck. We accumulate so much tension in our neck and shoulders, and this can end up pinching on the nerves, which can cause headaches, jaw aches. You know what it's like? You're concentrating on something, you're on the laptop, you're doing something, you don't realize that your shoulders are halfway up to your ears, until you think, oh my God, I've got a headache, what's going on? And you might hear a bit of clunking and grinding, as long as there's no sharp pain. And I always say the difference between pain and discomfort. Pain makes you want to swear. Discomfort you can breathe through. Now this time, if it feels okay to do so, circle it all the way around, but just take the head back as far as feels okay for you. Now when we release tension in the neck and the face, we also look younger, because tension makes us tight. And also when we're blocking the flow of blood to our face, we can tend to look kind of grey and dull and old. Whereas improving the blood flow to our face gives us more of a youthful flush. But this is also said to help release, remove wrinkles. It can be wrinkles from the mind as well as the face. Going at your own pace. Breathe deeply. Then change direction when your chin comes to your chest. So it might feel very tight to start with. But as you drop the chin forward, you'll feel the stretch all the way down your spine. All the nerves, muscles, connective tissue that run along your spine. So if you spend a lot of time at a desk, even just doing this a couple of times during the day will release so much tension from your jaw, from your neck, from your face. And just once more, that would increase blood flow to your face. And just drop your chin to your chest. And then slowly float your head back up. Awesome. And if you need to switch the legs, you can do. So if you're getting a bit pins and needles, then just switch your legs, bring your hands onto your knees or your thighs, and imagine drawing a circle with your rib cage. So you can imagine circling your ribs around your tailbone, and this helps to loosen up in our hips, loosen up the spine, increases the cerebral spinal fluid. We want everything flowing, and so our thyroid gland is here. It's along our central channel, and this helps to free up the energy in our central channel. I always say to people, close your eyes and focus on how it feels. Otherwise we can end up being a bit stilted, like, I don't know how to do it. So just allow your body to move. Don't worry if your variation doesn't look the same as mine. It doesn't matter. Just flow with it. I always imagine like I've got x-ray vision and I can just see my spine. I'll just imagine a rib cage just circling around. Inhale as you come forward, exhale as you come back. Relax those shoulders. Also helps to stimulate our root chakra at the base of our spine. and helps build up our sexual energy as well. Anytime we mobilize the spine, we improve our energy. As I said, our main energy channels run along our spine and then change direction. So we're starting to wake up our Kundalini energy. And in India, they say that you're as old as your spine is flexible. And so many of us nowadays are so stiff and tight, aren't we? And when we become stiff and tight in our bodies, we become stiff and tight in our mind. And our life can become stiff and tight. Remember, our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. And you can go a little bit quicker if it feels good to do so. Or you can just stay at a slower pace. Whatever feels good for you. I always say, your body, your rules. Honor where you are today. And just one more. Awesome. Come back to center. Now bring your left hand palm outward, right hand palm in. And bear grip the hand. So Ganesh Mudra. Ganesh, the destroyer of obstacles. Have your hands at about throat level and pull quite tight so you feel your arm muscles activating, but just be careful you're not wearing your shoulders around your ears. So keep that pull. We're going to do a little twist. You're going to inhale, twist to your left. Exhale, twist to your right. So that improves the flow of blood to your heart and to the rest of your body. So inhale left, exhale right. And if you can, go a little bit quicker. Don't know if you heard that nice satisfying crack in my back there. So it helps to realign our spine as well. Keep the shoulders relaxed. You can close your eyes if you get a little bit dizzy. So again, by having our hands at throat level, we're stimulating our thyroid and our throat chakra, our throat center. And it's also so good for realigning the spine. Our spine has so much more mobility than we think. And most of our movements on a day-to-day basis are in a forward movement. And then we wonder why we have backache and hip ache and headache and every kind of ache. Just a few more seconds, you can do it. Then breathe in, hold the breath in, pull your hands apart almost as hard as you can. Think of tucking your chin in, as if you're trying to give yourself a double chin. And just imagine squeezing your throat, squeeze your throat muscles. Jalandhara Bandha. So squeeze, hold the breath, hold it. And release. Awesome. Shake out the hands. Shake out the legs, stretch the legs out, jiggle them out a little bit. Then we're going to come onto our hands and knees. So if your knees are a little bit knobbly and the floor's a bit hard, just pop some cushions or towel or anything underneath your knees. Have your hands under your shoulders, knees about hip width apart, and relax the shoulder blades in towards your spine. Spread your fingers out as wide as you can. Again, visualizing the spine is going to inhale, stick your bottom out, lift your tailbone, draw your heart forward, lift your chin slightly so you're stretching your throat. And as you breathe out, think of tucking the tailbone under, suck the belly button in, push into the hands, lift up through your upper back, and imagine drawing your chin in towards your chest. Then we inhale as we come forward. Again, just lifting the chin enough that you're stretching the throat, not so much that you're compressing the back of your neck, and exhaling as you arch up. And this improves our cerebral spinal fluid, improves the mobility in our spine, and also helps to balance our nervous system. And don't worry if it feels like your spine's about as bendy as a broom handle to start with. That's why we do these exercises, to become more flexible. Breathe in as you shine your heart forward. Imagine sticking your tailbone out, stick your bum out. Exhale as you lift through the back of your heart. So imagine you're like a cat or a dog. You've got a big fluffy tail. And as you breathe in, you're sticking your tail out, keeping your arms straight but not rigid. So don't want to lock the arms. Breathing in, breathing out. And after a few repetitions, you'll notice that you do start to feel a little bit more mobile, a little bit more bendy. And that's why we're here. I get so many people say, oh, I'm not flexible enough to do yoga. And that's just like bullshit. That's why we do it, to become more flexible. As long as you can breathe, you can do yoga. There's a couple more. Inhale, exhale. And breathe in, hold the breath. Again, lift the chin slightly. Imagine sticking your tailbone out, fluff your tail out. Feel that stretch in your throat. And exhale, release. And step the hands forward a little bit. Squeeze your butt, bend your elbows, and lower yourself down onto your belly. Stretch your toes. Let's make sure I'm actually in view somewhere. Stretch your toes. Have your hands about by your shoulders. We'll come into cobra. So roll your shoulders back. Hug your rib cage with your elbows. And press your pubic bone into the floor. And squeeze your butt. And as you breathe in, again, lifting your chest. Just make sure you don't end up doing a Spider-Man impression. So keep the elbows tucked in. Breathe out as you lower down. So inhale, imagine peeling your body off the mat, lifting the chin slightly. And breathe out, slowly lower. If you're really, really tight in the shoulders, take your hands out wider to the side. And as you come up, keep that slight bend. And drawing your shoulder blades in towards the back of your heart. But keep squeezing your tushy, pressing your pubic bone into the floor. Firm up the thighs. Inhale again. Just lift that chin a little bit. So you're stretching the front of the throat, but not so much that you're compressing the back of the neck. This is also so good for digestive problems because you're literally massaging the front of the body. You're massaging your internal organs. And you might notice again, you lift a little bit higher each time, but it's not a competition. So even if you're down here, that's perfect. Okay, just work where you are. Give me a couple more. Yeah, this is so good for you. Think of lengthening your spine. Imagine lengthening from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. And making space between the vertebrae. This time you're going to come up and hold. Now if you find it's too much in the shoulders, take the hands forward a little bit. Relax the shoulders. Lift your chin slightly, keep squeezing your bum, pressing your pubic bone into the floor, and focus on the stretch in the front of the body. Again, just check your shoulders aren't up around your ears, so melt your shoulder blades down. You can take your hands further forward if you need to. Just take a couple of breaths here, lengthening the front of the body. So think of lifting the chin rather than just letting it drop back. And take another inhale. And exhale, gently lower yourself down. And bring your hands either side of your chest. Inhale, pull the belly button away from the floor. Exhale, reverse, push up. Then sit all the way back to your heels. Open the knees out slightly. Stretch back to your heels. Stretch the arms out. Forehead down on the floor just for a moment. Little mini rest. Then walk the hands in. I'm just going to turn to face you. Open your knees out. Tuck your toes under and push up onto your feet. So you'll try and bring your heels together, turn your toes out. If you've got any toes like me that kind of get stuck, unstick them. Heels together, fingertips on the floor. What are you going to try and do? You're going to try and inhale, straighten your legs, and if you can, keep the heels lifted as you straighten the legs. Obviously, if you can't, then don't. And some of you may have your hands come off the floor as you do that, and that's fine. As you exhale, come back down into your squat. So as you breathe in, straighten your legs, relax the head. As you breathe out, come into your squat and lift your eye gaze upwards. Now if you can, we're going to do 20 of them in a more dynamic fashion. Imagine you've got springs in your knees. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Obviously, if you need to go a little bit slower, then go a little bit slower. You can also use a cushion or a block to place your hands on. And if you can, as you look up, open your eyes. And as you straighten your legs and fold forward, close your eyes. Halfway there, you're nearly there, you've got it. Very energizing, stimulates our metabolism. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Squeeze the legs together, lower the heels. Just take a breath here, relax the back of your neck. And come back into your squat. Bring your knees in and come onto your back. Have your heels about hip width apart and heels close to your sit bones, as close as you can get them to your sit bones. Lay yourself down, arms down beside you. Spread out your fingers, spread out your toes. You're going to inhale, roll up into a bridge pose. Now I want you to imagine trying to bring your chest to your chin. If you're resting your chest on your chin, and exhale as you lower down. As you come up, push the floor away. Push the floor away with your hands, with your feet. Squeeze your tushy. Bring your rib cage, bring your chest to your chin to stimulate your thyroid. Hold for a second. And as you breathe out, roll down through the spine. It's great for strengthening the back of the body. Activating the back of the body. Awesome. Just a few more. Inhale. Lift up. Try and lift your rib cage even higher. Exhale as you roll down. Inhale, lift. This time stay here. Clasp your hands. Wiggle your shoulder blades close together. Move your feet a little bit closer to you. Lift those hips. Lift your chest, your ribs to your chin. So you're creating a chin lock. Squeeze your butt and push the floor away. Press into all 4 corners of your feet and really push the floor away. I know it's a tough one, but hold it. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hands. Roll yourself down. Coming back onto the mat. Now for this last one, I always recommend having a cushion or a rolled up towel, blanket, anything. Your head is coming off the back, okay? So as you lay on it, your head should be off the back. So there's space between your neck and the floor. You're going to press your shoulders into the floor. You're going to lift your bum off the floor. Bring your hands to your hips. So in what I call a lazy plow position. Now if that's enough, you can stay right there. Or you can walk your hands up your spine. And your feet may come to the floor, they may not. If there's any pressure in your neck, come out. Readjust your cushion or add more cushions. I will show you another way you can do this. If you are, if you struggle with plow, this is a really great option. Just make sure you get the chair in the right place. Then you can come up and you can hook your feet over the chair. Again, you're creating this neck lock, which is important for stimulating the thyroid. You can have your hands on the floor, you can have your hands on your back. I feel it's a great stretch for the spine as well, but just make sure there's no pressure on your neck. So the pressure should be on your shoulders. This is why I like to use a cushion or a towel or blanket. So you should be able to get your hand behind your neck. And even using a chair here, you're still getting the benefits to the thyroid. You can have the arms like I've got them. You can have your hands on your back. You can clasp your hands and wiggle your shoulder blades together. Keep stretching through your legs. So after a few more breaths, you can wiggle your feet so they go a little bit further. And hold for 4 or 5 breaths as long as you can. So even here, even though my feet aren't on the floor, I'm still getting all the benefits of the plow pose. Great stretch on the spine. I'm activating the thyroid because my chin is locked in towards my chest. And there's no tension on my neck. Breathe deeply here. It's a good one to do before sleep as well. You can even do this in your bed and use your headboard as to rest your feet on. As I said, just make sure there's no tension in your neck. Press your shoulders into the floor. After 4 or 5 breaths, come down slowly. Think of using your core muscles to lower you down. Gently lower yourself down. Pop your feet on the floor. You can pull out your cushion. And just take a few breaths here to notice the sensations in the body, because you will feel a lot of sensation. And also make sure when you get up, if you're using a chair, don't suddenly sit up and knock yourself out in the chair. So notice those sensations in the body. You can stay sitting on the floor as long as you need to. I often notice after I've done plow, it can feel slightly uncomfortable when I come out of it, but that only lasts literally a minute or so, and I just literally lay and relax and allow my body to kind of balance itself out. If you have any neck problems, obviously if you have like osteoporosis, arthritis in your neck, it's not really advised to do it, or at least use plenty of cushions. You can also do a very simple option, similar option, which is just legs up the wall, where it literally is